Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to Serene Insights Love Messages. My name is Annie, and I'm truly delighted that you've chosen to spend this time with me. Whether you're here for the first time or you're a cherished subscriber returning for another session, know that your presence is deeply appreciated. Thank you for allowing me to connect with you and bring forward the messages that are meant for you in this moment. Tonight, I feel an undeniable pull to use the No Contact Messages deck. The energy surrounding this reading feels unique, a blend of unspoken emotions and unfinished conversations. It's as though something that has been left unsaid is now pushing to come to light. The energy carries a sense of freshness and hope, like the dawn of a new chapter. Yet there's also a lingering sense of hesitation, a pause before someone takes that next step forward. Let's explore what your person is feeling in their heart space, what emotions are stirring within them, and what they long for you to know right now. The first message that emerges is powerful and deeply revealing. God won't let me forget you. This message speaks volumes about what your person has been experiencing internally. It suggests that they are undergoing a profound spiritual awakening, one that has brought your connection back to the forefront of their thoughts and emotions. For some time now, they've been trying to convince themselves that they could suppress these feelings, perhaps even pretending to be content or immersed in their daily life. Yet no matter how much they tried to maintain this facade, their true emotions have been impossible to ignore. Your person has likely spent this period of separation preoccupied with obligations, responsibilities, or other distractions. While they may have appeared composed on the outside, the truth is that their heart has been carrying an unresolved longing for you. This emotional suppression isn't unusual, especially for those who embody masculine energy. The divine masculine often struggles to fully embrace vulnerability, finding comfort in logic and structure rather than openly expressing raw emotions. Yet no matter how much they try to push these feelings aside, the bond you share continues to surface in powerful and undeniable ways. This isn't just any connection, it's something much deeper, something divinely guided. What you share is a twin flame connection, a spiritual bond that transcends time, space, and the physical realm. Your person feels this deeply, even if they haven't yet found the words to describe it. At one point, they may have tried to convince themselves that this connection was fleeting or that they could walk away without consequence. But the truth is, no matter how much they resisted, the energy between you continues to flow powerfully through their life. Signs and reminders of you have been appearing everywhere they turn, whether it's your name popping up unexpectedly, a song that echoes memories of your time together, or a feeling of your presence in quiet moments. Your energy continues to surround them. If you could see their world from their perspective, you'd be astonished at how deeply you influence their thoughts, their emotions, and even their choices. It's as if the universe itself has woven your presence into the fabric of their daily life. Your person wants you to know that no matter how much they've buried themselves in work, distractions, or other pursuits, they can't escape the truth of what they feel for you. They've realized that this connection isn't something they can simply turn off or suppress. That realization has been overwhelming at times, especially for someone who may be accustomed to controlling their emotions. Vulnerability is not always easy for the divine masculine, and feeling so deeply connected to someone can feel intense and even intimidating. Yet this is precisely why you are their counterpart. You hold a key to their heart and soul that no one else does. Your bond carries a higher purpose, something meaningful that is destined to unfold in this lifetime. Even if the road ahead feels uncertain or challenging, know that this connection is divinely guided, and the love you share continues to grow stronger with each passing moment. Trust that this period of reflection and hesitation is part of the journey. Your person is working through their fears, doubts, and insecurities. They are learning to embrace the powerful emotions they once tried to avoid. In time, they will find the courage to step forward and express what has remained unsaid for far too long. Hold space for them with compassion and trust that what is meant for you will always find its way back to you. This connection is not just a fleeting romance, it's a spiritual journey that is unfolding in divine timing. Stay strong, remain open, and know that your love continues to shine brightly in their heart, no matter how distant they may seem right now. If you found yourself repeatedly experiencing a certain energy, unable to shake off its presence no matter how much time has passed, it's because this energy is deeply significant. It's not random or fleeting. Instead, it's a persistent force that demands your attention. This energy is tied to a powerful connection you share with someone who, despite their efforts to suppress it, feels it just as intensely as you do. Your person, the one you're deeply connected to, wants you to understand that this bond has left a profound mark on their life. Even during moments when they seemed distant, aloof, or even indifferent, this connection was working its way into their heart and mind. They may have tried to pretend otherwise, burying their feelings beneath layers of distraction or avoidance. Yet despite their best efforts, they've realized they cannot escape the truth. This connection has shifted something within them, awakening emotions they can no longer ignore. The emotional impact you've had on this person runs far deeper than they ever anticipated. No matter how much they've tried to turn these feelings off, they linger, intense, powerful, and undeniably real. Recently, these emotions have become even stronger, overwhelming them with their intensity. Your presence seems to follow them everywhere, manifesting in signs and synchronicities they can't ignore. Whether it's hearing your name unexpectedly, encountering symbols tied to your bond, or stumbling upon reminders of you in the most unexpected places, they can't escape the constant pull back to you. This experience has left them feeling both frustrated and confused. In moments of vulnerability, they've even turned to prayer or introspection, asking the universe, or perhaps God, what this connection means and how they are supposed to handle it. They're seeking answers, unsure of what steps to take or how to move forward. Time may have passed, and as the days turned into weeks or months, they may have convinced themselves that these feelings would eventually fade. Yet here they are, still consumed by thoughts of you, unable to find closure or peace. Right now, they're unsure how to approach you. So much remains unsaid. Words they've rehearsed in their mind countless times, but haven't yet found the courage to speak. Despite this uncertainty, know that they have never forgotten you. No matter how hard they've tried to move on, no matter how busy they've kept themselves in hopes of dulling the ache of your absence, you continue to occupy their thoughts. They may have done their best to mask their emotions, projecting calmness or detachment. But beneath that facade lies a heart still longing for the connection you share. As the divine feminine in this connection, you may find yourself deeply affected by their energy. At times, you might feel their presence so strongly that it consumes your thoughts and emotions. Waves of longing, affection, or even sensual energy may wash over you, leaving you wondering why this bond continues to linger with such force. These feelings are not one-sided. They're mirrored by your person who experiences the same intensity, but has learned to suppress it better. Still, no matter how skilled they've become at hiding their emotions, the energy persists, radiating between you like an unbreakable cord. This connection is not just about romance, it's a transformative force that shapes your growth, tests your patience, and reveals truths about yourself and your path. As overwhelming as it may feel, know that this energy is purposeful. It's guiding both of you toward deeper understanding, self-reflection, and perhaps even reunion when the time is right. Embrace this journey with compassion, knowing that no matter how complex or confusing it may seem, this connection holds immense power, meaning, and purpose. This message speaks to the powerful and undeniable connection that exists between two souls destined to be together. A connection that transcends time, logic, and even circumstances. It describes the experience of being unforgettable in someone's heart and mind, where no matter how hard they try to move forward, their thoughts keep returning to you. This isn't mere coincidence. It's as if the universe itself has woven your presence into the very fabric of their being, making it impossible for them to forget you. What makes this connection so significant is that it isn't just about romance or physical attraction, it's deeply spiritual. Your presence in their life has awakened something profound within them. A realization that you're more than just another person they've encountered. You represent a pivotal piece of their soul's journey, a guiding light that reveals new dimensions of their purpose and path. For this person, meeting you may have felt both beautiful and bewildering. The timing feels off. Perhaps one or both of you were involved in other relationships, or they believed they had their life mapped out. Yet despite their efforts to rationalize or distance themselves, they cannot shake the feeling that you are meant to be in their life. They find themselves questioning why fate introduced you to them at this particular moment. If you are their person, the one their soul recognizes as its true counterpart, why did circumstances seem so complicated? This internal conflict is a common challenge in connections as intense as this one. In many spiritual connections, especially those described as twin flames, timing becomes one of the greatest obstacles. When you first meet this person, the energy is so powerful that it feels like everything is falling into place, as if the universe itself paused for a moment to align your paths. This magnetic pull creates an overwhelming sense of familiarity, like you've known this person for lifetimes. Suddenly, emotions arise that you may never have experienced before. a sense of awakening that stirs dormant parts of your soul. There's a feeling of homecoming, a warmth that feels safe yet exhilarating, like you've returned to a place you didn't realize you'd been missing. This kind of love is rare and transformative. It's the kind of connection that leaves you forever changed, where even brief encounters can alter the course of your life. It's no wonder this person finds themselves consumed with thoughts of you, grappling with the complexity of what it all means. They know deep in their heart that you are irreplaceable, that no matter how much time passes or how life unfolds, you will always hold a special place in their soul. If they seem distant or hesitant, it's not because they don't feel the connection. It's because they're trying to make sense of it. They're working through their own fears, doubts, and questions about timing. But what remains constant is their understanding that you are profoundly significant in their life. The bond you share is undeniable, and no matter how far they may wander, their heart will always be drawn back to you, because some connections are simply destined to endure. At this point in time, your person appears to be experiencing a profound period of introspection. It's as though their inner world has shifted, drawing them into a deeper understanding of themselves and the connection they share with you. Whether this awakening has been sparked by a series of synchronicities, intuitive nudges, or an undeniable sense of spiritual guidance, they are finding it increasingly difficult to ignore the signs that continue to surface. These signs are painting a vivid picture, one that places you at the center of their thoughts, emotions, and spiritual reflections. Lately, they've begun to question not only their reality, but also the deeper purpose behind the connection they feel with you. Concepts that once seemed distant or abstract, such as soulmates, twin flames, or the mysterious pull of constant thoughts about someone, are now occupying their mind. They are starting to reflect deeply on the meaning of your presence in their life and what this connection truly signifies. Amid these contemplations, they can't help but wonder if you too are feeling the same, if your thoughts have been drawn to them as persistently as theirs are to you. Timing has emerged as a key theme in their reflections. If you've ever wondered why your paths crossed when they did, perhaps feeling that the timing was curious, unexpected, or even inconvenient, know that this is something they are grappling with as well. They sense that the timing of your encounter wasn't random, yet they wrestle with the uncertainty of why it happened at that particular moment. This lingering question has led them to confront a powerful truth. Timing, as we typically understand it, is not always linear or predictable, especially when it comes to connections as rare and profound as this one. They are beginning to see that love of this nature doesn't adhere to the usual rules or constraints. Instead, it seems to transcend ordinary boundaries, defying logic, reason, and even the passage of time itself. While they may feel overwhelmed by the weight of these realizations, they are also awakening to the idea that this connection holds a purpose far greater than they once imagined. In this phase of deep reflection, your person is not merely reminiscing or longing. They are exploring the spiritual significance of what you share. They are learning to trust that the universe, or whatever higher power they believe in, is orchestrating this journey with precise intention. Although they may not yet have all the answers, they are beginning to understand that this bond is more than coincidence. It's a profound and transformative experience that has the potential to alter their path in ways they are only just beginning to comprehend. If you felt their presence in your thoughts, or sensed an unspoken connection lingering between you, know that it's not your imagination. The energy you share is powerful, and they are now awakening to that truth with clarity they may have previously resisted. As they continue this journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, they are being guided to embrace the idea that love, no matter how complex or uncertain, has its own divine timing, and that this unfolding is happening exactly as it's meant to. This connection is one that transcends the ordinary, weaving itself into the very fabric of your soul in a way that defies explanation. It's a love so profound that words struggle to capture its depth, a force that feels almost otherworldly. No matter how much time passes, no matter how far apart you may be, this bond remains steadfast. Even in moments of silence or emotional distance, the connection lingers quietly beneath the surface, ready to reignite with just the smallest spark, a message, a memory, or simply the energy of occupying the same space. It's as though the universe itself conspires to remind you of this powerful love, gently whispering its presence when you least expect it. Your person is beginning to awaken to the extraordinary nature of this connection, recognizing that it isn't just fleeting chemistry or emotional attachment. It's something far deeper. They are starting to understand that this bond carries a spiritual significance, one that transcends the logic they've often relied upon. Embracing this truth is not easy, especially for someone who has spent much of their life seeking comfort in order, reason, and practicality. The intensity of this love may have once felt overwhelming or even inconvenient, especially if it arrived during a phase of life when they were unprepared or focused on other priorities. Yet no amount of distraction or distance has managed to erase the undeniable pull they feel toward you. For those who embody more masculine energy, this journey can be especially complex. Masculine energy often thrives in structure, logic, and tangible outcomes, yet this love thrives in the uncharted spaces of intuition, vulnerability, and surrender. This paradox can create confusion, causing your person to wrestle with feelings they can't easily explain or control. However, despite this internal struggle, they are increasingly drawn to the truth that what they feel is real, significant, and enduring. Each moment of reflection brings them closer to accepting that this love isn't meant to be understood through reason alone. It's something to be felt, trusted, and embraced. This unfolding awareness is powerful, and your person is slowly learning to lean into it. They are beginning to realize that even in your absence, you remain a constant presence in their heart and mind. It's as though your energy accompanies them, quietly reminding them that this kind of love transcends the ordinary. It weaves itself into the very fabric of the soul, leaving an indelible mark that time and distance cannot erase. It is a love that endures quietly yet powerfully, a flame that flickers persistently, no matter how long the silence or how far apart two hearts may drift. Such a bond is not merely emotional, it is transformative, awakening something profound within those who experience it. For some, this connection reveals itself in extraordinary ways, vivid dreams that linger long after waking, their details etched in the mind as if they've tapped into another reality. Others may feel an inexplicable sense of knowing, a quiet telepathic whisper that reassures them of this unseen presence. These moments are not mere coincidences, they are glimpses into a deeper truth, a reminder that love of this magnitude refuses to be confined by logic or physical boundaries. Even in moments of uncertainty, when doubt clouds the mind or separation feels endless, this connection persists. It's as though the essence of the other person has become part of their being, an invisible yet undeniable force that offers comfort and strength. They may find themselves instinctively turning to this presence in moments of hardship, feeling its quiet warmth like a hand resting gently on their shoulder. It's a bond that whispers, "You are not alone, even in the stillness of solitude." This journey is not without its challenges. Love of this kind requires courage, a willingness to embrace the unknown, and trust in something that cannot always be seen or explained. Yet in surrendering to this experience, they begin to awaken to parts of themselves they may have long ignored. They discover a softer, more intuitive side, a tenderness that invites vulnerability and openness. This awakening is not weakness, it is a powerful unfolding of their inner world, a merging of strength and sensitivity that allows them to navigate life with greater wisdom and compassion. In embracing this energy, they come to understand that this love was never about possession or control. It was always about growth, about becoming more whole by allowing this connection to expand their understanding of themselves and the world. This love reshapes them from within, reminding them that no matter where they go or what paths they walk, a piece of the other person remains with them, an eternal presence that whispers through the quiet moments and lives on in the depths of their heart. This love is not fleeting. It is a force that withstands the tests of time, change, and uncertainty. It is a rare gift, one that teaches patience, resilience, and the quiet power of believing in something greater than oneself. For those who experience it, this connection becomes a guiding light, a reminder that true love is never lost. It simply finds new ways to endure, quietly strengthening the soul in ways that words can scarcely capture. This transformation is not a fleeting moment of insight. Rather, it is a profound and lasting shift that reverberates deeply within the innermost chambers of their heart and soul. It transcends the surface level of consciousness and anchors itself within their very essence. They are now beginning to understand something far more intricate and powerful than they once believed possible, the delicate yet potent balance between divine feminine and divine masculine energies. These energies, which were once perceived as opposing forces locked in conflict or separated by rigid boundaries, are now seen as interconnected elements of a greater whole. There is no longer a sense of division. Instead, they are beginning to recognize that true inner peace and harmony emerge when these two energies are embraced as complementary, unified aspects of the self. This inner alignment marks a pivotal turning point. It offers clarity where there was once confusion, self-awareness where there was once detachment, and a profound connection to love itself, a love that transcends the limiting grasp of ego, the weight of expectation, and the desire for control. This is not the shallow, fleeting affection that ebbs and flows with circumstance. Rather, it is an unwavering force that endures beyond time, distance, and personal transformation. Once someone has experienced this rare and transcendent love, a love that penetrates the soul and awakens forgotten dormant parts of the self, it leaves an indelible imprint that cannot be erased. Such a connection is not easily dismissed, nor does it fade like a passing infatuation or a distant memory. Even as life continues to unfold, with new relationships, experiences, and environments reshaping their journey, this connection remains quietly present, nestled within their being. It is like an ember that continues to glow long after the fire has died down, subtle yet powerful, always ready to reignite with a single breath of remembrance. Moments of stillness, a familiar melody, the scent of a place once visited, or even the echo of a distant voice can trigger this recognition. In those moments, the intensity of that connection resurfaces, washing over them like a wave of emotion. It reminds them that this love is not confined to the past. It exists outside the constraints of time, persisting in its quiet yet undeniable presence. The awakening of the masculine energy within this dynamic is particularly profound. Traditionally associated with strength, logic, and a forward-driving focus, this energy is now being drawn into deeper awareness. The masculine is beginning to understand that this connection defies rationalization. It cannot be analyzed, dismissed, or compartmentalized as something that simply was. This love has become part of their identity, woven into their thoughts, actions, and sense of purpose. It has reshaped their understanding of themselves and their place in the world. While this realization may initially feel unsettling, it ultimately brings an undeniable clarity. The masculine energy is learning that love, in its truest form, is not something that can be possessed, controlled, or confined to familiar patterns. Instead, it is an expansive force that shapes, heals, and defines those who allow themselves to fully embrace it. True love, once experienced in its purest form, has the power to transcend barriers, dissolve fears, and awaken the most authentic parts of the soul. This awakening is not simply about remembering a past experience, it is about discovering a deeper truth. That love of this magnitude becomes a guiding light, a silent force that continues to shape and inspire. It is not bound by time or circumstance, but instead becomes an eternal presence, patiently waiting for the moment when the heart opens wide enough to accept its profound and transformative power. In this very moment, something profound is unfolding, emerging that transcends the limits of language and defies the boundaries of logical explanation. This is not merely an experience of the mind, but a deep, sacred union that intertwines energies, hearts, and souls in a way that reaches far beyond what our senses can fully comprehend. This merging is not confined to the present moment, nor is it bound by the linear nature of time. It is a connection that exists across dimensions, a timeless bond that continues to weave its way through the fabric of your life with purpose and precision. If you find yourself feeling an undeniable resonance with these words, know that it is no coincidence. Something within you is stirring, awakening to the truth of this unfolding journey. Trust that this connection is not only real, but deeply significant. It is no mere chance encounter or fleeting moment. Rather, it is a powerful alignment orchestrated by forces greater than we can fully grasp. Divine timing is at play, carefully guiding each step and ensuring that everything is unfolding exactly as it is meant to. Surrender to this journey with an open heart. There is no need to force outcomes or cling to expectations. Instead, embrace the unfolding with courage and trust. Love of this depth does not demand control. It invites you to release, to flow, and to believe in the unseen forces that are shaping your path. As you move forward, know that you are being held in the gentle embrace of universal wisdom. The threads of your connection are being woven together with exquisite precision, aligning circumstances, moments, and encounters in perfect harmony. Even in moments of uncertainty, have faith that the path ahead is rich with purpose and meaning. Thank you for walking this path with courage and openness. May you continue to step forward with a heart full of trust, allowing love to guide and shape you. The universe is at work, stitching together a story far greater than you may yet understand. One that will unfold in beautiful, unexpected ways. Take care, and may your journey be filled with peace, clarity, and the quiet knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be.